Last week's session, there was some stuff that happened via a one-on-one, or technically two-on-one, with Jericho and Hiron. Hiron decided, fuck this shit, got on board of a shuttle that Eden couldn't be able to take control of for some reason or another. Probably damaged communications shit.
Yeah. Somehow.
Somehow.
Plot.
Plot.
Plot
yes.
hole.
Yeah, plot hole. Just.
Plot hole. Moving on.
Yeah, anyways. But,
they're allowed. It's fucking tabletop.
Yeah. So the Haran was able to get on board and decided to try to find and talk to Eden. In which case, she saw some of Eden's, trauma. A lot of her memories back when she was the infantry support platform back during the early days of MechTech, and also during a war between a fragment of humanity and literally the bugs from the Starship Trooper movie /
An ugly war. A bug war. Don't die on me, Jericho.
With her trying her best to try to calm Eden down, eventually being kicked out with a message from Eden saying, "I need to think." And finding out that a week and a half had passed, when in fact for her it felt like maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
And she's still wondering why she doesn't feel hungry.
Lamau.
So, roughly a few days later, Lyrel and Jericho will jump back into system via a Blinkgate shuttle.
Lyrel and Vecna.
Yeah.
Vecna and the cat.
Yeah, Vecna and the cat. With Vecna seeing the front line of the war, even from fucking space. That's how intense the fighting is.
Oh, what the shit.
As the Ravagers are basically throwing a fucking Hail Mary at it.
What the piss did I miss?
My Vecna's going British, oh no.
Oh, sweet mother of God.
I'm sorry, who's doing what with the Hail Mary? My audio cut out briefly.
The Ravagers are essentially throwing everything they have at the wall.
Yeah, basically, it's an all or nothing play, a Hail Mary to end all Hail Marys for them. It's either they win this battle and push through, or they fall.
They are throwing everything they have at the HUS and People of Stone in a last-ditch attempt to do something to win.
So they're trying to kill God as God's killing them.
Yes.
Yeah, you can actually even make out the sight of the first actually fighting on the front line.
Well, I mean, it's a giant, holy, glowing titan with rainbow lasers. It's not hard to miss.
I mean, yeah.
It's not. I mean, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
I imagine they have the fucking, God Warrior laser beam where it shoots out and then explodes.
Yeah, basically.
If you look at the image, yes, it can do that from its eye, or when it gets really mad, it shoots all of them from every crystal in its wing, and it's... this battlefield's probably been glassed.
Yeah,
multiple times over, yes.
Yes, very much. But the Ravagers just keep coming, and Jericho, you get the signal that the Blink shuttle has returned.
Oh, thank God.
Jericho currently sitting in a command post at a trench, his right arm having been destroyed last week.
Wait, what?
Your arm got blasted off.
Yeah, and you haven't had time to make a new one.
The right one.
Doing the
cybernetic one.
So we're just currently doing the fucking one-armed commander bit.
Yes.
I also have a sticker sticking out of my mouth like a cigar.
A sucker or a sticker?
Snickers.
A Snickers?
Snickers. It was a gift from Haran.
Yes. Do you pick up Jericho?
Oh, it's about time you got back.
Jericho. What the fuck?
Okay. What are you what the fucking about? I need specifics.
Like 7 things.
Sounds
One,
of multiple explosions nearby.
why? One, why the fuck did it take you so long to get a shuttle out to me? These things are damn near instantaneous. 2, where the fuck are you, and why do I hear explosions? 3, what the fuck happened to the planet? 4, what the fuck happened to my mom?
I assume
And
you mean
5,
Eden?
why can't I pick up Haran?
Okay, when Haran is on Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate.
Two,
Currently, Heaven's
Two,
Gate
if
is
you're-
sitting in a wreckage field and literally is surrounded by the JoJo danger symbol.
if
Oh,
you look at
no.
Heaven's Gate, cute image
I
of
see
Heaven's
it.
Gate, and it's just menacing.
I see
Uh,
it.
That.
Yeah, fuck me, of course.
But literally, these are like physical things currently around Heaven's Gate. They just appear.
I think.
Oh, Christ.
I think
So
you need.
this blink shuttle, it's entering orbit. Yes, entering the planet.
Yeah, it's heading down towards. Currently heading down towards Coral.
Okay, as soon as we're in the atmosphere proper, I got an 11 to try and get out of the clamp holding me.
Alright, because there's basically robotic tentacle clamps grabbing hold of you guys. It takes you a few moments where you're fumbling with the screwdriver for a moment, and eventually you're able to disengage it and you are able to pop out.
Popping out, I'm just gonna get out of this shuttle with the angry Vecna screaming at people. 1 second.
And-
Probably
That is
for the
a
best.
sortie to override the door lock.
You literally just look at the door lock and just randomly press the green button and it opens, and you're sucked out of the airlock. Just
I'll meet you there, Vecna!
Oh. Well, there goes Lyrael.
And 3,
So,
you're gonna need to
Lyrael's
have to
free
talk
falling,
to Eden about
and she
your
hits
separation.
the
as
comms on her
Iden.
helmet, and she contacts her fleet. Is like, okay, so can you meet me when I land? And the other end of the comms is sort of like the internet dial-up noise mixed with screaming. Blink, come walk, not walking. Blink, come walk, not walking.
And
I was like, oh, that's right. They're still in a warp, huh?
yeah.
Where should I land?
Vecna's just watching all of this with a mildly bemused expression.
Currently, you're falling over what looks to be a set of woods.
Oh no, the woods are bad. I was told the woods are bad.
The woods are very bad.
Lywell immediately dials up Vecna.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. I won't do it again. Help me!
What?
Vecna, you
Well,
realize that you guys are over the undead woods. When she basically sucked herself out.
Fuck.
So
Oh god, fuck the Christ and damn it! Alright, come here, you piece of shit, drop shuttle. Fuck! Anyways,
do you try
Vector's
to
gonna
gain
try and
control?
take control of the dropship.
I
Give me
think
a
he
hack
has to
shots.
undo the restraints first.
I did, I got 14.
Oh, okay.
You're able to get out. Now give me a hacker fix to take over the shuttle.
I got a 19.
You literally rip off the control panel and shove your fist into it. You gain
Alright,
access.
Alright, you come here, you piece of shit. Time to go retrieve the cat, because she can't fucking focus for shit. Ay, son of a fucking bitch. And, yeah, Vecna just fucking dive bombs straight towards her.
Lywell is perched on top of Orby, who's now just kind of at max hover, floating in place.
Slowly gliding towards the ground.
Unfortunately,
Like,
Orby is not
sinking
able
about an inch every 30 minutes.
Orby cannot stay at the height because of Lyrel.
He can't,
Lyrel is too heavy.
See, Obi can pick up Lywell, he just can't fly this high up because of the
Yeah.
way his anti-gravity. He needs to be
Yeah.
closer to something to propulse off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just slowly floating down.
And
But he
eventually,
can glide at a slow enough rate that when she inevitably reaches ground, it would be just outside the woods.
Yeah.
eventually, Vector does the fucking dive bomb and is able to basically.
You hear the sounds of Stukas.
You know that maneuver that you always see in like sci-fi movies where it's like the dropship going down and people are like forced into
Fucking
because of it?
RVB Pelican catch.
Yeah, that exactly. It's the pelican catch maneuver. And Lyrell is now safely within the shuttle.
Fucking hell. Next time, check where we are before you jump out of a moving ship.
I did. I forgot to account for the 12 seconds after I check when I leave the shuttle.
Well, luckily for you, I do account for things like that. Come on, let's get to core hold.
Vector just having a map of this entire fucking region in his head.
Yeah. I'm
I mean, I
dropping
imagine
you
he can
off,
just
then I
see
have to
core
go
hold.
get something.
What? So where do you want to pilot the vessel?
Vector is going to drop the cat off at core hold,
Very good.
and then go do his own thing. Because he has to do some things.
Alright. So, Lyrell, you are now at Courthold, where there's basically a rush of basically moving people out, moving people in, all kinds of stuff just happening all at once.
The shuttle rumbles and rattles a bit before it shoots off with a screech. And Vector is gone.
So Lywell and Orby
Heading
look at
for
each
the
other,
North Pole.
and then Lywell looks up at the sky, and then she looks around and is like, I'm alone.
Oh no. I've made a horrible mistake.
Vector, my dad's senses are tingling.
Oh no.
So Lywell thinks for a moment. I don't have my fleet. The Union ship looks really scary.
Nah.
Menacing.
I can't connect with the Melty Lady.
Anytime you do, it goes to dial-up, it goes like to message, or it goes to Jericho, who is currently screaming about fucking mechs moving as fast as fuck.
So
I
Lywell
may
thinks.
disappear for a minute. I need to use the bathroom.
Go ahead.
Jericho also making sure that the Ravagers are having an absolute hell of a time by him just blasting meme music over their sound system.
Yep. Lywell
Also
opens his
rewriting-
contacts.
Also rewriting all their buttons into memes that don't make sense.
Lywell opens
So
up
they
her
can't work the
contacts,
controls properly.
hits the access Huss surveillance system, scrolls through the feed till she finds Jericho. He looks busy.
Jericho currently gangster firing a pistol out of the
So then she
trench.
thinks, She scrolls back to her contacts and hits the Faust.
You do get pickup. As you hear the sounds of combat and screaming.
Lywell hits the battle filter.
It is now gone. Lyrell, what do you wish to... What... Teacher, why are you
doing?
contacting us?
I thought I should check up. It's been 2 weeks, see how you're doing, making sure you're settled in the new body.
We are doing well. We are currently in the middle of fighting.
Oh. Well, we added the highest durability door steel we could. We even gave it a nano repair coating.
Indeed, it has proven useful. It has proven
Yeah.
useful.
When you next see Jericho, you should actually thank him for it. We got a small sample from his mecha and then managed to figure out how to make them reproduce themselves.
Thank you. We're currently you hear something impacting him. We are currently in the middle of a melee fight. May we be able to contact you later?
Wait. Before you go, try out the spear thing. We have no idea what it does, but it should be really cool and we want data.
We have used it 15 times so far within the last 2 days.
Oh, did you get? Can you compress the memories and then send me a copy?
We will
You
do
should
so
see a
after,
little-
after this fight is over.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, teacher. As you're looking out from Corehold, you just see a fucking blast. Like a fucking just bright blast that darkens the sky for a moment.
After Lywell's picked herself up from the shockwave, she's like, I need to find an aerial camera.
Unfortunately, most of the satellites around home are not working.
This is Captain Lywell to the 18th Fleet at Magnet Shield. Please come in.
Hello, Lyrel. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So how long would it take you to get a ship out here to the planet?
Maybe half an hour?
Can you put me through to your captain?
Sure. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so my fleet is lost somewhere in uncharted warp space. Could I borrow a small detachment of yours?
For what purpose, Captain Lyrel?
I'm all alone.
Oh no! You just hear him slam a fist onto a Rem alone button. There's a specific button to send out friends.
Okay, you have to understand, the Ram are kind of like an ant hive. Together, they can build a god. Alone, they sit in a corner looking sad.
They're like that one cat, the cat that's like very small and angy, looking at a corner when they're alone.
Okay, I return.
Hello.
Also, so I'm getting the Force used that Yavin weapon we gave them, and it seems to have it seems to be able to deal energy at least equivalent to a nuclear blast, judging by the fact that it's changed all local weather in one go.
You what?
Vector just
Vector's not here right now. Lywell can't get in trouble for this.
right now.
Oh,
right now,
just you wait, Missy.
Okay, but so Vector would
Lyrel
have
is
seen as
currently
he's flying away with the
talking
shuttle.
to some REM that are currently stationed at the orbital magnetosphere thing.
Yeah, Lywell's contacting another Rem fleet because she's all alone, and the Rem are kind of like ants.
At one of Vecnor's at Vecnor's device, or their
No, so
Rem's
Vecna,
device?
as Vecna was flying away in the Blink shuttle, if he was looking at the battlefield, he would have seen the Force raise the spear. If you look at the automated of the Force, you notice how they have that red spear.
Yeah.
Something would have happened. The entire sky would have turned dark, and the entire weather over the continent would have changed.
What the fuck?
Is its Vector just like, what the fuck did they give them?
Also, the shockwave might have knocked the Blink shuttle out of the sky.
At least for a few moments.
I mean, granted, at the speed he was going, a few moments is enough to turn that thing into scrap metal.
Yeah.
He was redlining that thing.
Yeah, he's basically. So, what is the Vector doing now?
The Vector is heading straight for the giant floating beehive that is his ship as it sits above his little terraforming pet project.
Yeah, Vector, you just see a bunch of like little drones putting on the final touches.
Yeah. And, you know, as the... Does the Blink shuttle get hit by the shockwave before he reaches the ship?
I mean, if he's leaving the area, he might have been far enough away.
Yeah, you're far enough away, but you do still get like a bit of the you get some of the aftershock of the shockwave.
The shockwave hits and Vector just glares behind him. I am gonna have words.
I am going to have many words with my daughter.
Later. Fuck Christ. Alright, come on, you piece of shit junker, get me into the ship. Getting into the ship, Vector begins to make his way through its complicated ant-hive-like interior.
Why do I just imagine Vecna literally just like a monkey barring around?
Pretty much, yeah.
And
I imagine more of one of those like octopus drones from the Matrix as it warmed its way through a tunnel.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a bit like both.
Yeah, no, that actually would make a lot of sense. So eventually, Vecna, you reach the bridge, and it's literally just a fighter pilot chair.
Well, not quite. The bridge is similar to Heaven's Gate's bridge. It's like a weird mix of the bridges from Star Wars and like a very nice like battle map room. You know? How like sometimes people have these really nice rooms where they keep train models and stuff in them. Yeah, that's what the command bridge is like. Except the train model is set on a giant table in the center of the room on a platform in a slightly like... There's the massive window facing out into space at the very... Then the sort of walkway around that at the edge. Then it dips enough to have all the workstations and stuff. And then there's a raised platform in the very center with the table on it. Vecna walks up to the table, touches it, and it lights up. The entire bridge, really, lights up into this kaleidoscope of light and sound and color, and then the ship starts moving. Specifically, it starts moving upwards and rotating.
It begins moving protocols.
Yes, it was floating vertically above the giant spire that Vecna had made. Now it is shifting so that it's laying on its side before the entire thing, really, seems to, like, the hull seems to shatter and crack as it splits into the... where's that image? I know I have it somewhere. I posted it. Fucking... Give me a minute. I have to go grab it. Because I'm an idiot and I didn't have this prepared. Very nice punctuation of everything. Thank you.
Yeah. So apparently my coughs have perfect dramatic timing.
Yes. But Vecna's ship, original ship anyways, shatters, cracks, and splits into the... I posted a Google Doc in fucking general.
God damn it,
Anyway.
Lyrell.
What?
I mean...
Something that Lyrell did in her sheet.
This is something me and the DM have been working on in the background.
Oh boy.
Jericho is probably going to very soon go grab Lyrell, drag her into a shuttle, and yeet us off to Heaven's Gate.
Jericho's busy, and Lyrell specifically avoiding him at the moment.
You know, considering that he fucking helped create this whole mess.
Well, no, it's more the fact he nearly killed her whole crew by catnip overdose.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
She's a bit angry at him.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
That's
Found
completely
it.
valid.
I mean, yes.
Anyways, yeah. The ship...
She can lodge a formal complaint later.
Yeah. The hull of the ship, this big... It had essentially turned into a giant egg shape thing. But the egg shatters and cracks and splits, and this giant ship slides out of it. Definitely not looking like it could have fit in the egg, but somehow fitting in the egg.
Ah, yes. Vecna doing some timey-wimey shenanigans, or it's literally the TARDIS.
As this massive warship, like the size of at least the size of Manhattan appears above the North Pole of the planet and lets out a very, very, very loud fucking tripod war horn.
Lyrell looks at that. Contacts the fleet again. So, I assuming you see that.
Yeah.
Jericho just cuts in on the line. Yeah, that's Vecners. Don't worry about it.
And with that, the ship starts moving
I think
towards
Jericho has
the front
access
line.
to the REM line.
Somehow. He has been doing the hacking lately.
He's been doing a lot of
Jericho.
hacking in order to make sure that everyone can stay alive at this point.
Yeah.
And just because he is so pissed off and has to vent his frustrations at the
One second,
Ravagers
I'm gonna
somehow.
try and unhack your hacking. I got a 20 to unhack your hacking.
Jericho, give me another hacking to see if you beat it.
Give me a second. I am indisposed.
You're fine.
So, you know that giant fucking ship in the new trilogy?
Yeah.
The Executor? The
Yeah.
giant, super wide ship
Extra
that the
loud.
First Order was using?
Supremacy.
Yeah, the Supremacy.
The giant fucking Dorito.
That thing is 3 times smaller than Manhattan.
Still a pretty big ship.
Like, from wingtip to wingtip, it is 3 times smaller than Manhattan. Vecnor's ship
Yes.
is at least as long as Manhattan from nose to engines. And, yeah, as it starts moving towards the battlefield, everyone allied gets a ping and a bit of a notification as all of their battle maps get a new target marked on it. Its IFF reads, Sucker Punch from God.
And no. So seeing this ping on a thing, like Well turns to the comment says, I'm officially canceling my request for extraction. Let the home world know I served them well. Goodbye.
Oh, Christ.
Lyrell thinking that this is Vector being mad at her.
More like she thinks when this thing fires, the entire continent's gonna die.
Well, kind of.
Only the Ravager half.
Only the Ravager half, yeah. There's not
The
really
Ravager
anything
half
needed
intermingled
on that
with the
half,
other
so
half?
don't worry. There's nothing needed on the Ravager half, so don't worry about it. The damage has already been done. The fucking first have already glassed a good chunk of that side. And then, you've got this giant fuck-huge battleship that's visible from, like, miles around, just slow boating towards the front lines. It stops about, let's say, 10 miles away, which still means it's significantly visible before the, like, massive cannon in its front begins to glow and glow and glow.
Can I just have Jericho cue this up in time with Get Ready to Die playing on the Ravager's systems?
Sure.
And
God, it looks so goofy now. Hold on.
Also, for Lyrell's hacking, can we just say Jericho manages to pop in for like 5 seconds just to say that one thing before he gets booped out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, so only successfully hacks RAM for 5 seconds.
Granted, they all... Yeah, that makes sense.
And then it fires.
Where do you fire?
It fires at, so if, I assume, like, the red line is the current front line,
Yeah, current HUS and people still in front line with some.
Yeah. So Vecna's going to fire. Just do a sweeping shot all along there.
There is
The ship
a
doesn't
moment
even
of
turn.
stillness.
The beam just sweeps across the battlefield behind the front lines.
As it sweeps, there's a moment of silence as the ground from Vector's view seems to bubble and shift before it all exploding. Like if you've ever seen Castle in the Sky, it's like when the robot uses its eye beam.
Yeah. Or like when the God Warrior fires its mouth laser in Nausicaa.
Your typical anime beam sweep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except this one's being done by a magnetohydrodynamic cannon. If anybody knows what that means,
I know
then
what
you will
the
know
words mean
why that is so
individually.
devastating.
I have an idea. Holy fuck.
I'm assuming particle physics.
The magnetohydrodynamic cannon is the main weapon of the Reapers from Mass Effect.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
that game I
fires
didn't play.
It fires liquid metal that solidifies into a solid spear at a fraction of the speed of light.
Like, well, I will get you the Legendary Edition, and you will play it.
Yeah.
It's very much worth playing.
But
1 second.
the devastating effects of the magnetohydrodynamic cannon are not just its impact, but also the fact that its speed moving through the atmosphere is enough to cause shockwaves that can rupture organs. And the impact force has literally cracked, shattered, and liquefied the ground behind the Ravagers.
It looks like a sea of magma.
Woo!
Oh no!
So, like Jericho calls.
Sorry, I just happened. I was doing a thing with PB, and I just got a 32, which is the max possible you can in the game.
Nice.
That is a quadruple quit.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
And after the giant beam cannon fires, the sound of Sabaton begins to play. Like, begins being blared from the ship's speakers.
Which Sabaton song?
I think I will go with Pillars of Wisdom. That's a good one.
Oh, nice.
That is a very good choice.
Let me just pull that up on YouTube. Set the theme.
I just want to say,
currently pulling this up for the stream.
Up like.
I mean, technically, PB, you could play it through Roll20.
Actually, yeah. Hold on, I could do that. Hold on.
Yeah, you could play it through Roll20 if you copy a YouTube link.
All right.
I was going to say Jericho technically calls Vecna up like, careful with how close you fire that thing. You singed me beard off. Because you
Wait,
don't have a beard.
Roll20 has
like,
music?
Not anymore,
Yes.
goddammit.
Hold on.
Roll20 has music systems. The DM can play audio tracks.
Yeah.
And clips and stuff.
Oh, it does. Wow.
Yeah. It's the that little music note, the jukebox. The jukebox lets GM play background music and sounds that everyone can hear.
Yeah, hold on. I'm setting it up right now. Give me a moment.
I fucking love the magnetohydrodynamic cannon. Almost as much as my favorite weapon in science fiction, the Sand Blaster. It doesn't sound intimidating, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Do you
It is
want to know
probably
what
absolutely terrifying, isn't it?
Oh, yes. The Sand Blaster is an old sci-fi weapon concept. Old as in Zeely sequence and colony old.
I'd have to say one of my favorite sci-fi weapons has to be that move from the end of Endo's game, where they boiled the planet.
That thing's fucking nice. But the Sand Blaster is a particle accelerator cannon that fires a continuous stream of ball bearings about the size of a human fist at the speed of light.
Yeah.
Oh, neat!
If
I
you
didn't
know
realize.
anything about the impact physics of something moving at the speed of light, you will know that is strong enough to cut through quite literally anything.
Hyperspace ramming.
Yes. Now imagine that, but it's millions of tiny pellets being scattershot in a constant beam. You will understand why I love the Sand Blaster.
That
I
reminds
don't
me
hear
of
anything from Wool 20.
I'm working on it. Oh god, how do I help?
Do you want to give me
Yeah, hold on.
control?
Let me quickly go grab. Let me just go quickly give you control for a moment.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
I'm trying to figure this out. I thought I had it figured out. Apparently not.
No worries.
That reminds me of the Gauss Annihilator cannon.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. We're just
Which-
talking about really cool sci-fi weapons,
So-
aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Which you
So-
think
so
you're
back to the
thinking of
game.
something.
The beam
Back to the game.
fires.
You guys do your thing.
So, Lywell had requested emergency extraction when the ship appeared, and the REM started to rescue her. Then the icon came up, and she told the REM to forget about her. It was too late, and then the captain was like, "No, we can't." And then she's like, "You have to," and it became a whole sort of sappy thing. Vector's probably really happy he didn't hear.
Yeah, he is.
It's a lot of cat
And-
nonsense.
And so they decided that the REM ship wouldn't get there in time, so Lywell needed to get out of there. So I got a 25 to move to the nearest ship, and a 32 to borrow said ship.
Jeez.
She ended
Turns
up
out-
stealing a small People of Stone shuttle.
Turns out the people of Stone used the warp technology Lywell had taught them and managed to make spacecrafts.
Well,
Nice.
Well, they already had spacecrafts in the. They already did have spacecrafts. Just
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you
Oh,
said they didn't.
no,
Okay.
they did. Like they did have spacecrafts. Just a lot of them were either fighting in other places or were destroyed. Now there's a lot more because a lot of their colonies are still around, able to construct their stone ships, which may or may not just be them. It's weird.
So
Like
Lywell
Vector
runs into
said,
the ship.
they have a lot. Like Vector said, a lot of their tech is literally based around their own version of bioengineering or
Yeah.
biomechanical.
Lywell got on the ship, stuck her new tail into it, and moved up to space. Then hopped
Just
out
as
of
it
said ship
fires.
onto the waiting REM ship, and now there's a shuttle full of screaming cat calls as it's racing back to the rest of the fleet.
Just lots of cat nonsense that would drive Vector insane and do a Vector.
Yeah. I like to imagine all of this is happening while the ship just moves into position.
Now, so what Vector would see, however, is once Lywell gets on her ship and it closes and then goes cloaks again, Vector would get the ping that Lywell's signatures have all just disappeared again.
Yeah, he's kind of expecting that. He's not expecting the cat to stick around.
As one moment, and I'll draw like a little thing. As just basically this entire area is just molten earth. Molten earth, slag, and God knows what else was behind those lines. As it's just gone.
I think you should update it from known Ravager territory to previously Ravager territory.
Sure,
Yeah.
hold on. No, I got an even better one. Hold on.
The area formerly known as Ravager territory.
No,
Yes.
no, hold on.
Oh, no.
Plasma Lake?
Edit. Actually, hold on. I gotta make a new one, unfortunately. Because for some reason I can't edit text!
Yeah, it's weird.
Like Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, you can't fucking edit signs for some reason.
Is it because I'm on the wrong layer?
Maybe.
It's not the tool isn't letting me.
I'm sorry, PB. This is just funny. Angie slime.
No, wait, fuck. I don't know how to spell. Wait. Okay, will you work now? No, I'm not wanting to do that. I'm wanting to do this.
Alright, let's see. Manage. Oh, alright. You guys may want to turn down the audio for Roll20 a bit. Just because that was rather loud.
There we go.
Where do I find the Roll20 audio?
You see
Oh, here you go. Master volume.
Yes. Or like your volume mixer.
Okay, how's that?
Liquid Ravager territory.
Liquid.
That took me way too long to do.
Liquidized. They have been vaporated. Anyways,
you're able to get that done?
yes, I was able to get it working.
Alright, let's play.
Liquid Ravager territory is just the beginning, however. As Phoebe, how far back does Ravager territory
Currently,
stretch?
it's saying that's not playing anything. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not playing anything.
No,
I don't hear anything.
I haven't made it play anything yet.
Oh.
I'm asking questions.
Oh, okay.
Because how far back does Ravager territory stretch? Like, behind the battle lines.
Behind the battle lines, it roughly goes to around here.
Okay, perfect. So,
around here, like around here to here. No one's fully sure because the Ravagers haven't really. No one's been really able to scout Ravager territory.
Yeah. Well, now we're getting aggressive scouting.
Oh no!
Would you say that there's any Ravagers left in the space between Liquid Ravager territory and the front line?
If there is any, it's very small pocket.
Well, small pockets. Perfect targets for rocket artillery.
Oh god. You're just wanting to end this world at this point. Just finish this up.
Yes, I do. I want to end this. I want to fucking end them. All of them.
They made Mom angry!
Yeah.
Technically, that's Jericho's fault.
Ow. Holy.
Yeah, technically it was Jericho's fault, but in Vector's mind, they made his mom angry, so now they must die.
Yeah. Audio input. Audio output. Hold on, I need to fiddle with my own volume mixing.
Wait a second. Lywell does still have a mecha.
Yeah.
No. She has the size 140 triple core fuse welded second phase boss monster.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, are you saying that technically the first are a mecha for you?
No. Remember that two-form boss monster? You know, the one Vecnoid in the cockpit?
Oh, yeah.
And they stuck cores in it, and you said using those cores they were able to get it off the battlefield back to core hold?
Yeah, it's basically just kind of sitting there. I am not giving you the stats for this thing. There's a reason that I made it a boss.
Yes, but now it's a boss under player control.
Not quite.
Not technically.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am not giving you that power.
Aww.
Yeah. But,
like, yes, you could salvage some stuff from it, but there's a reason why Vector didn't get the whole fucking thing of the Chrysalis.
Yeah.
He only got
the guns and its repulsors.
Yeah, he only got.
Actually,
like,
wait. I got a different idea. So there's a Huss officer as he walks into the parking lot, annoyed that all that's left of his military convoy is a tire, when suddenly a giant mecha walks in and hands him a little tiny pink note that says, apologies for stealing you. Apologies for temporarily borrowing your convoy. Hopefully, this will cover any losses.
It's just a blank check.
No. It is a hastily written deed of ownership for this mecha given to the Huss.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Anyways, Vecnor's blasting Sabaton out of the speakers on his ship.
Yeah, the audio isn't still working on my end. That's weird.
Weird.
Is it playing for anyone else?
I hear nothing.
No.
Let me see.
I know
I'm just
you know
gonna
how to
go-
do this.
Yes, I
just gonna-
do.
Go to YouTube and play it there.
I haven't currently
Hold
pulled
on.
up, so I'm ready to blast it. There we go.
There we go.
Here we go. It is super quiet for me.
Hold on.
You can turn it up a little if you want. Like, you see that little bar on the jukebox?
Is that better?
Yep.
There we go.
I don't care if this stream gets copyright struck or anything. This is good.
Yeah. This is transformative. Fuck you. You don't want Sabaton to be associated with war crimes. They're already associated enough. They're chill people. Fuck off. Let the Finns do their thing. Anyways,
Let the Finns commit their war crimes.
as this giant fuck-off ship starts blaring Sabaton out of its speakers loud enough for the entire battlefield to hear,
Jericho just looking
sound
out
of
of his bunker. Just like,
the sound
what
of
fuck?
Katyushas begins. As,
Jericho just raising his hand.
as the entire
They're just
top
like devil
of it,
horns in the air.
as the entire top of its frontal ramming prow, I suppose, opens up, erupting with streaks of flame and smoke, shooting streaks of light up into the air that seem to hang like stars before shooting down like artillery shells onto the Ravager positions, bombarding them with missile strikes.
Rem looking down at this in space.
This is why you don't fuck with Union.
And
Vector is also recording all of this as the ship starts to slowly move forwards over the battlefield, over the front line, and begins blasting, just sweeping shots across the entire line, turning all the known Ravager territory into liquid Ravagers.
I would just like it to be known that Vecnor scolded Lyrel for potentially causing environmental disasters.
See, there's no environment to cause disasters to.
remember, the technically home is a dead world. It's just a
Yeah.
life support.
Anyways,
Vector's
yeah,
gonna fix it. Don't worry.
I have roughly sketched out the path that Vecnor's giant fuck huge laser is going to take as he obliterates the Ravager lines.
All right. So as you are doing this, your ship lets out a warning.
Heads down.
No, it lets out a warning to you as you are reaching around like here
Alright,
on your
bring it.
warpath.
Yeah.
As you watch as a giant mecha just jumps from the earth and lands onto the hull. Hold on, let me go grab the image for it.
Oh, they want to go, huh?
Hold on. I have it.
These fucking Ravagers have no idea just how badly they have fucked up.
As music starts blaring from it as well.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no,
really
is this a
now?
Goen Lagann situation? I feel like this is a Goen Lagann situation.
Pretty much, Gurren Lagann meets Metal Gear.
Oh no!
Oh, fuck yes.
As on the hull of your ship is now a colossal mech. As blades of pure plasma just start trying to dig into its armor. Running night and massive!
Guess what, bitch? Spaceship means spin! Anyways, yeah, Vector's ship fucking belly flips. Or the ship goes belly up.
The mech holds on. The
Alright,
spikes
cool.
are driven into the hull.
Cool, just means I get to do this.
Lywell hits the contact the force button again.
Shakaru! Torpedo!
Shark torpedo! Anyways, PB,
Yes.
so you did look at the sheet, right?
Yes, I have. I have looked over it many times, and
Cruiser escort.
yes.
And also Legion Drone Nexus.
Pretty good.
As two cruiser class ships, about as big as a let's find that Sins of the Prophets ship comparison thingy again, because that's good for this. Let's see. So if Vector's ship is about as big as Manhattan, then these things would probably be about as big as, say, a Marathon class, or maybe a Paris class. That's good. It's about similar size.
Every time I hear Marathon, I just think of the ship Marathon.
Yeah, the Marathon. It's a fucking asteroid that they turned into a mobile warship.
No. It's a moon.
Yeah, moon. Whatever. Close enough.
They turned Deimos into a fucking spaceship. Let's go!
Yeah. Anywho, these two giant, battleships in their own rights for most sane navies just slip out of the massive, giant glowing holes on either side of the ship and start shooting the mech as, from the front, what looks more like a cloud of very angry sand starts pouring out.
The massive cannons on the top of this thing start firing at the ships as the cloud of sand starts enveloping it. As basically hundreds of machine guns are trying to shoot everything down.
This is just creating a very nice display for everyone to watch.
It looked like two gods clashing at the moment.
Yeah, as Vector busies himself with getting this ant off of his windscreen.
Hold on, let me quickly do something.
What's everyone else doing while Vector's fighting an ant?
Meanwhile, fucking Metal Gear mixed with Gurren Lagann happens.
Yeah.
Lywell is attempting to contact the Force.
Oh boy.
The first are, sitting down, right here, give or take.
Wait, whale?
Right around here on the map.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they're just, sitting down, just watching this as Vix is on their shoulder, they're just, watching this. What the fuck?
So, Lywell would explain that the WEM offer, in emergency situations, complimentary evacuation aid, so if they would like to utilize that is available to them.
Teacher, we are enjoying the show. This is entertaining.
This is entertainment?
Yes.
Yes.
You just hear, yes. You do understand that we do have arena fights in Corehold, correct?
I thought that was a theater!
It is both.
Well, it is also a theater. It can be both.
Sad, confused cat noises as the line goes dead.
You remember, the thing is that the People of Stone do have a martial tradition.
Yeah. I know friendly. That. Lywell didn't.
Yeah, Lywell didn't, because the warrior taught them how to fight. Because that was a thing for a long time, that they needed to fight against the wildlife.
Yeah.
So, it was just a thing that they just had a martial tradition, and because life kind of died out, they didn't, fight each other like our nations do. They just more spar.
Well, skill issue.
Because remember, the species is connected.
Yeah. I know that. I'm just like, Lyrell did not.
Yeah. Lyrell being sad about the people of Stone not being as friendly, but still being very friendly.
No, she's not sad. She's in confused panic.
Confused panic over the stadium turning out to both be an arena and a music hall.
Also, I just realized, due to this thing's size, the fucking storm howitzers could fire on it. Anyways, yeah, storm howitzers are gonna
What
start
is
shooting it as
Jericho
well.
up to?
Yo, what is Jericho
What's
up
Jericho doing while the fucking fight of gods begins?
to?
Well, one is
As
going to replace his
two
fucking
uses-
arm, and two, he is going to get out some popcorn.
Gets a popcorn as the fucking fighting of two gods is going on.
Like
Anyways,
now that you know, he no longer needs to command a literal army because the enemy army is gone.
Yeah, they're fucking gone.
He's just gonna sit back and relax. He's like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, then I'm gonna get on a ship.
And probably get on it.
I'm gonna watch this shit, and then I'm gonna get on a ship to go and see what the fuck is going on with Eden.
That might be better if you waited a bit, just so Vector can finish up with this and focus on
Exactly,
getting...
he's gonna watch this
As-
first.
As the thing keeps.
Question, can this thing survive a lightning strike?
I'd imagine at this scale they would have grounded these things.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, can its armor withstand the heat?
Yes.
50,000 Kelvin is very hot.
It is.
It's hotter than the surface of the sun, actually.
It's able to barely take it as you fire into this thing. This
So
thing
it
is
cannot survive sustained fire. Good.
as you do see it like glowing like nearly white hot after the first blast.
Anyways, yeah, sustained fire from the storm howitzers, the prismatic lenses or plasmic lens batteries, and oh yeah, the Baylor Eyes scatterburst missile launchers. Because, of course, Vector gave all of the ship's weapons the ability to target at danger close enemies.
As this thing is doing some considerable damage to the hull, but it's like nothing that you can't fix in a few moments.
I mean, it's cutting through, like, sure, it's doing damage to the hull, but when the hull is, like, 200 feet thick, it's not really doing much.
Eventually, the angry sand cuts through one of its legs, cuts through two of its legs, and it starts dangling off.
Vector just grins as he lines up all 4 storm howitzers on its center mass and just fires.
And with that, you finish it off. As it falls down to the planet.
The ship goes right side up and just continues blasting as the angry sand sets about repairing the hull.
There you go.
Before it just decides to turn right side up and, well, it is already right side up, but it just starts going up into the atmosphere. It is it has too much to do to deal with more ants like that. Also, I want to see the look on the face of the Ravager Command who sent the fucking spider crab at it.
Well, you can be able to tell him yourself as you hear a airlock breach alarm.
Oh, well, the fuck.
Do you ask your machine? Do you ask the system to show you what's going on?
Systems, get me eyes on that.
As the camera system turns and shows you a colossal man covered in augments, wielding 2 melee weapons, basically ripping open the doors and pulling himself in.
If it's an image of Sundowner or Armstrong, I'm gonna laugh.
It is both. It is Sundowner strong.
Yes.
Oh no!
It is Arm Downer.
Vector, you would recognize from
The
how this
arm
guy
downer
looks.
strong.
From how this guy
Arm
looks,
Downer strong.
this looks like the Ravager Commander Breacher.
Vector's just going to quickly send a message to Jericho and Lyrel. Or just leave a message on Lyrel's answering machine, most likely. Hey, can you guys get onto the ship? I have a plan to deal with Eden, and I have also visitors.
Lywell picks up.
Replies with "on my way."
Lyrel, stop screaming.
I'll be right back.
No, that was it.
Bathroom.
She opened the line, said that, then hang up again.
I'll be right back. I need to go take a dump.
Jericho just sends a message to Lyrel. Cat, move your ass.
Sundowner strong. Fucking Sundowner strong. His breaching cleared into the hull, into the fucking. Yeah, he'd probably reach the.
At the moment, Lywell's fleet is currently lost in Blink warp space. It's going to take him a while to figure out how to make Blink warp speed walk and get back to the planet. So Lywell's actually on a different fleet ship that was building the magnet shield on the planet. So because she's not the captain, she doesn't have the authority to tell them to go to the big scary thing. And there's no way they're willingly going to the big scary thing.
Vector just calls Jericho. Jericho, pick her up. Don't actually. Just go, get her.
Jericho just like, right.
Don't roll your fucking R's at me, mister. I'm not fucking drunk enough to deal with you and my visitor.
No, kick his ass. I'm on it. I'm going to go and get her.
I'll do my best. Now, let's test out some of these anti-boarding measures.
Oh no!
Hmm?
I was just checking some of the notes PB had given me.
Oh boy.
Lywell is personal friends with the guy busting into Vecna's ship.
Hello.
Oh,
What's
boy.
going on?
What?
Lyrel's personal friends with the guy busting into Vecna's ship.
Oh yeah, no, she knows all of the commanders.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Okay, so technically Lywell has actually met all of Ravager High Command, but she's
Yes.
personal friends with this guy.
She's
the
even met the Ravager himself.
What?
Though
See,
Though that was on a ship, not exactly where the Ravagers are primarily based out of, but it was more just like a meeting, like, hey,
The
we're trying
Rem
to
literally
negotiate
go
contract.
everywhere. You
Well,
like
well, the Rem don't
you
even
have
know
a
where the
Rav-
Ravagers are primarily based. Like, the Ravagers are
I know,
very
but you have
secretive
this.
about
Let's say you
that.
have this Ravager military base in Dead Space, and they shoot any ship they see because this is one of their military holdouts. They see a Rem ship cruising in, they just let it come on in.
Yeah, they just like come on in, just like basically the Ravagers just basically met Tyrell basically to negotiate where they're not allowed to go whatsoever. Like, this is a contract to ensure that this space is never crossed, yada yada.
Neat.
That's her primary experience with the Ravager. With the Breacher, she knows the other side of him, not the side that's currently trying to kill Vecna.
The side that is about to get swarmed by anti-boarding countermeasures.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Anti-boarding
this guy is
countermeasures.
arms downer. That means he also has nanomachines.
Yes. But are his nanomachines good enough?
So, to describe this man's weaponry, he has a hammer and an axe.
Yeah,
Great.
sounds about it.
A great hammer and a great axe. For the great hammer, it has a shotgun built into it,
Nice.
and the axe has basically has a miniature railgun with spikes.
So these are Borderlands weapons.
Pretty much, these are some weird ass weapons that this guy decided to make, and he is currently cleaving through the robots that are trying to force him off or kill him.
Yeah.
As
Well, see, these anti-boarding countermeasures are not robots.
oh,
PB, do you want to know what anti-boarding countermeasures the Sucker Punch from God comes equipped with?
I would be interested. Yes.
My favorite one, and the one that Vecna uses first, is a kinetoabsorption and a kinetic energy absorption and reflection fluid.
So you
Or,
flood the halls with liquid vibranium.
Yes, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
That quickly hardens and turns into foam. Or, well, foam, I say. It's like foam. You know the Hawkeye, like, neutralization foam that he uses? The non-lethal stuff that restrains people?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Huh. Good to
Well,
know.
like, the bulkheads, all the bulkheads all over the living section of the ship seal, and then the one the Breacher is in is flooded with this liquid vibranium that then turns into solid vibranium. You stay
second.
there for now,
I
friend.
have a
some,
gift for this.
You stay there for now, buddy. I don't take too kindly to intruders on my personal ship.
In
But-
one of the Hulk movies, they used a sort of foaming steel to try and stop him, but he managed to tear his way out of it, trying to find that GIF. Because I imagine that's what's happening.
Basically, but he's struggling to rip himself free of this.
Thank God for kinetoreflective properties, because however hard he hits the foam, he gets hit back by.
Yeah, he's just letting out angry screams as he's trying to get free. Eventually, just sitting down and cries. Like the tone that his voice takes is a complete 180 when he starts to cry. Like, instead of a deep, gruff voice, it's like a normal voice, like an average human voice.
Oi! Stop crying! You're the one who ripped your way into my ship.
You're the one who killed my men!
You're the one who started a war!
I didn't,
At
the
that-
Ravager did, I'm just here to fight it!
Well, that's too fucking bad!
At that moment,
I was just
Lywell
following orders.
Lywell
Doesn't
would-
work when you're genociding people!
Vecna, I kinda can't get to the Heaven's Gate. This isn't my ship. Wait.
I sent Jericho to pick you up.
Mr.
You'll
Blanco?
arrive on my ship first.
Lyrell?
Oh,
Hey, well,
I
you?
You here? Hi.
What? You two know each other?
Wait. Are you crying?
Yes.
Vecna, are you bullying him?
No! He attacked me!
He was the one he was the one destroying everything.
You're the ones
Vecno!
genociding people!
Ding dong, pizzas is here. One cat to go. Thank you, yoink.
Jericho, you don't get off this ship! Get the fuck up here!
No, I'm bringing Laurel to you.
Oh, good. Get the fuck up to the bridge.
You, cat, come on.
Lywell's currently on the cloaked REM ship, which Jericho cannot find.
Alright.
Um,
You could just use the crystal ship that you stole from the People's Stone, you know?
The
Yeah.
one she jumped out of when she jumped into the REM ship as it sped away from the planet.
Oh,
no. Yeah, I thought you were still on that.
I thought like the thing is that the crystal ship is like a shuttle. It wasn't even really that big. It's like just enough for like 2 people to sit in.
Well then,
Jericho right now.
cat. Uninstall cat.
I mean, that's pretty accurate to where you'd find a REM.
Just somehow an engine just like, you're
So-
going to need more fluids.
Lywell sighs and is like, okay. She contacts the captain. Can I borrow your escape? Can I commandeer one of your escape pods, please?
Sure.
The big metal man's being mean to the breaker.
Aww. Why is he being mean to Breaker?
I don't know.
This is fucking childish.
Oh, wait until you...
God, Vecna is getting
So Lywell
so fucking dumb.
Lywell
But-
gets into the cargo pod and it's like, okay, so I need to get to the ship. Which ship? Probably Vecna's ship.
The big one.
The big one currently making escape velocity.
Yeah.
So,
It is sitting in low orbit.
oh yeah, no, your cat should not be that chungus. That's not a good thing.
That is not a healthy cat.
I know, but he's big.
He's so rotund.
He's so round.
He is so rotund.
They're so round. It's weird. I know they're not supposed to be that big, and I know that's probably very unhealthy. But holy hell, is it adorable looking?
Mhm.
Rotund little man.
If you want something round, get a panda.
No, pandas are a fucking evolutionary maladaptation.
You're not wrong. So Lywell lockets 2 in the escape pod to Vecna's ship at the entrance hold to where the breaker is.
Alright, so after around like 20 minutes, give or take, the ship makes the escape pod makes contact, and inside Lyrell, you just see him just like, you just see his head exposed and just,
Are you okay?
I'm stuck.
Okay. I figured Vecna would do something like this. So, hold still.
Christ.
Gets out of the escape pod, plugs its reactor core into the power cutter she brought,
God.
and uses a laser cutter that frankly weighs more than she does.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, Jericho cutting the power cable. No.
Is Jericho following her, or is he on the bridge?
I
Yes.
assume he followed.
Makes sense.
Went to go meet the cat girl and drag her onto the bridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lyrell is busy trying to cut the breaker free.
Which is going to be very hard when
Oi!
you know,
Hey!
Jericho
Don't
stops the power.
fucking let him out. He hasn't surrendered yet.
I give up at this point.
Yeah, okay, let him out then.
1 second, should I make a roll for this, or does it just take time to cut
It
through?
just takes time. It literally takes like 2 hours to cut him free from all this.
I mean, fair warning, big man. If you go back on your word, I will cut you to pieces.
No, I won't.
Okay,
I
good.
got nothing left to fight for here.
Jericho just slaps the cuffs on him.
Would you like a ride home?
Jericho, I don't think that's necessary. Also,
if you'd
maybe
like,
we shouldn't send him back to the Ravagers.
you could take
just
my
so we don't
shuttle.
have to-
It has enough fuel. You should be able to get back to a fleet. Although she looks at him and she sort of just holds her arms up to measure his shoulder width. Then she looks back to the shuttle. You'll fit.
Maybe don't send him back to the Ravagers, so we have to fight him at a later date and probably end up killing him.
But he surrendered, so we should let him go.
Yeah, which means he's a prisoner now.
He
Prisoner of
surrendered. That
war,
makes him a
like
But as you
prisoner
guys
of
are
war.
arguing, like, he got one of his arms free, he's just, like, patting Lyrel. Oh, you sweet child.
He's a prisoner of war now, like the Archivist is. Once we
Wait.
get Eden back under
Wait.
control, we'll...
Arky is alive?
Yeah, well, as alive as you can call someone who had to be resurrected by my girlfriend. Not my
Lyrel
girlfriend,
leans in close.
crazy woman.
He ripped her heart out, and then
Boy,
dumped
she
her.
blasted my arms off.
You have 6 of them.
I didn't at the time,
At the time, he only had 3 arms.
and she blasted 2 of them off.
Wait, you gave yourself more arms?
Yes!
just Giga Chad, yes.
Yes.
Like, anytime someone just responds with just yes, I imagine Giga Chad face.
I mean,
Lyrel,
obviously I gave myself
honestly,
more. Why wouldn't I?
Lyrel genuinely looks, like, horrified at that.
Why wouldn't I give myself more arms?
Hey, Ro, why are you working with these guys?
They threatened to
Diplomatic
nuke the
immunity.
Corporate
planet.
sabotage and diplomatic immunity.
If I don't walk with them, they're gonna use intergalactic nukes.
What? You never said that. You just
What
said
the
that,
fuck?
you know... Well, okay, hey, listen. Corporate espionage is not okay.
At
Union
least
takes
we're
that stuff
refraining from
very
using
seriously.
nukes. Jesus Christ.
Hey! Corporate espionage is not okay. Union takes that shit very seriously.
What the
Lyrel
fuck is
wasn't
Union?
a Lancer, the Remwood... us. We're Union. We're from Union. Third com.
I have no idea what that means.
Lyrel says,
First com.
Lyrel pulls out her dad and says,
You don't know first com? You know,
I'll just
the guys who
send you
sent
the data
We're
I
from
have
Earth.
on them.
We're from...
Yeah.
Hephaestus is from Earth.
Yeah.
Or Gaia,
Earth.
or whatever the fuck you believe. I never
Meanwhile,
really found
Earth.
out this
on
nonsense.
some far-off ship, the Ravager,
Technically,
sitting
I
on
suppose
his
it's zero,
ship
but-
command, whatever, suddenly gets a ping in his inbox. He opens it, and there is a massive file with just pictures and documents and just a ton of different, and just like all the various non-scientific technical stuff, but just all the information they've gathered on the Union from Lyrel's perspective.
He's looking through it.
So it's horribly inaccurate.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
looking through this. Just look, his face looks even more horrified as like the data is going
Horrible,
over his
evil
face.
people who will black out the sky with lead and take over everything.
Jesus Christ. Thanks. Really making this whole diplomacy thing very easy on us, Lyrel. Thanks. Christ. Okay, listen. You were sent by Earth. A lot of stuff has happened since then.
Well, I'd imagine there was 10 of us sent out, so I would imagine that some other ones are trying to look for the others.
Well, I mean,
Earth
yeah, if you consider
now
Earth
called-
as an other one.
Earth is now called Cradle.
Earth is
Union
called Cradle. Union
runs
is
Cradle.
third com Union. First and second com were kind of shit. Third
Wait,
com
Earth
is
survived?
obviously.
Yes.
We wouldn't be here if it didn't. Where do you think the giant ass planetoid-sized warship came from?
We thought it was from one of the other 10.
No. You seriously think someone would have enough industrial capacity to do that, some motherfucker?
Lyrel raises her hand.
He just literally just shrugs.
Shush.
He just
Don't
shrugs.
bring up that fucking floating mini mole, alright? If you bring that thing up, I'm gonna space you all.
Lyrel slowly rolls her hand.
That's what I thought. Christ almighty. Okay.
This is just a headache.
Well, fucking... Listen. Fucking... I don't have time to deal with this. You two fucking take him to the Garden Dome. I don't fucking care. I have shit to deal with.
Right, Choppy, right this way.
The bulkheads just open up as a path opens up to the Garden Dome, which is...
He just leaves his hammer and axe on the ground. Doesn't even bother to pick him up because he feels that if he does, it's gonna be a threat.
Oi! No littering! Fucking hell. What do you think this is, a pig?
If I pick him up, you'll probably see them as a threat.
Oh! Shove it up your
please.
arse, blowhard. You couldn't threaten me if you tried. I just didn't want you to rip apart my nice new ship.
He just grabs them, places them on his back, and just marches through.
There you go.
Wait,
Go enjoy the
no.
fucking garden. It's nice. Simulates Cradle quite perfectly, I've been told. By, myself. Yeah, no one's exactly been on this thing before. So you'll be the first visitors. Enjoy.
I can
And
tell.
as Jericho escorts him, he's going to explain the non-Lyrell version of Union.
Thank you, Jericho.
So,
Anyways, eventually going through the hallways, you guys arrive in this, giant dome. Central Park-sized dome with a few, small buildings scattered around a central lake. And it's kind of like a big-ass redwood forest mixed with cherry trees and shit. It's very pretty.
So this is what Cradle's like. Could use more metal.
Oh, fuck yourself.
I mean,
Vecna
Jericho's
actually
fucking
likes nature.
spaceborn. Yeah, Jericho's fucking spaceborn. He is not a nature guy.
Meanwhile, Vecna legitimately being from a fucking farm.
I love how near polar opposites these two are.
But yet they're weirdly good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Vecna, the machine becoming a man, and then there's Jericho, the man becoming a machine.
Yeah. You guys can have fun hanging out with the Breacher. Vecna's going to start moving the ship again. Moth dance. Moth, 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 moth,
Yeah.
moth, 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 moth.
Meanwhile, Lywell's just like,
the breacher is just the breaker is actually his name, but he's just like sits there, listens to Jericho's rendition. He's just like, so this was originally something for peace, but our ships took you as pirates.
Yeah.
Yes. Something like that.
He just rubs his temples. So wait, why are you wanting to protect the people of Stone?
Because it's not their fault.
Okay, no, that's actually true.
Yeah. There's just a fucking hard light projection of Vecna sitting on a bench staring at the three of them. I mean, yeah.
Because they're the good stony boys.
The breaker is just twice the height of Vecna.
Christ, you're a big fuck.
Always been.
But, yeah, it's not the people of Stone's fault. I mean, would you call it the fucking, you wouldn't exactly call a human taking a dump in the woods, a human's fault. They can't help a biological process. And if they're in the woods, where else are they gonna do it?
Okay, point there, but they were destroying entire ecosystems.
Unwillingly. As soon as they realized it, they stopped.
Damage already done.
Okay, and the damage can be fixed. Maybe if you focused your technological development on, I don't know, ecological renewal projects instead of turning your people into unwilling weapons of war, you might be able to actually have peace.
Yes.
Yeah, you can act all high and mighty and cry about your soldiers, but I'm not letting that one slide.
Just looks down and nods. Yeah.
Lywell would poke her head into the room from the outside corner where she was sitting. She's like, "Wait, you what?"
Oh, yes! Didn't you know about that?
No!
Yeah, Ravagers
Cat.
are unwillingly scooping out the brains of their own citizens and sticking them into machine bodies.
Kat, do you remember the person that we had Vecna recover from the feckin' war machine?
Lyrel, remember the specifically the one that you brought online and was
Yep.
got a very
Yep,
Yeah,
I
the
remember
Ravager
that.
super soldier.
Exactly.
Lywell thought it was just like
A robot.
Cyborg taking a bit too far or something.
Yeah.
I knew the Ravagers approved of cybernetics. I just
You didn't think they would go to the non-consensual end of organ arbitrage, eh?
I didn't even like those guys. I mean, not the people. I meant the machines.
They're still people.
They're still people. Sorry.
You might not
about
like their
the other me.
existence.
Sorry about the other me. He's made for war.
Yeah. Let me guess. Psychological manipulation and induced psycho-indoctrination?
No, my brother.
Oh!
So wait,
brother
there's
was
two
the-
of you living in that skull?
Ha!
Yeah.
So you'd go by they, them, then. Not because you're literally two bitches.
yeah. I heard that before.
Lywell
good
was
one.
frantically typing on her little wrist comm.
Well, technically, my brother was the victim of a horrendous experiment.
Ah.
It was an attempt of creating better AIs by copying the human mind. Doctor,
Oh, that's illegal.
dear.
the doctor who did it, well, he was fucking insane.
Yeah, there might be a reason it failed beyond that.
Well, the thing is, the project was successful. The problem is, he would kill the person after the scan was complete, believing that the new version was superior.
Wait, don't tell me. You're still using the program.
As far as I know, yes, but the doctor is dead. We're not doing it his way.
Well, good news is, I, thanks to the magics of Union technology, can give them organic bodies and stick them back in their inorganic forms again. So, at least they're not permanently trapped.
That's better than what the original plan was.
Oh yeah, the original plan was, let me guess, scrap them?
That was the Admiral's idea, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't approve
The
of it.
other good news is that I'll be sending those admirals a pipe bomb.
Trust me, I'd very much be willing to help. The guy's a fucking snobby asshole.
Oh yeah.
You know what? For a former enemy, you're not half bad.
You're not a bad man.
I wish I actually got to meet you guys without combat.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I still don't get that. What part of a giant battleship with a giant huge ass railgun the sight on it, and the entire ship is like the size of, it has the gravity signature of a planetoid. What part of that screams pirate to you? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. That was a
I
patrol
mean-
fleet.
Yeah.
Trust me, those people have been out there for so long. They probably were jumpy about anything.
Oh, trust me, I've dealt with Karakans enough times to know patrols get real jumpy.
Lywell would stand
mean,
up from typing on a
at
patrol
first-
pad and walk up to Breaker. She looks very disappointed and a bit grossed out.
He looks away,
I mean-
feeling very, very disappointed in himself.
I, on behalf of the WIM, have to inform you that your premium lifetime membership's reward card has been revoked.
That's
Why are
what I
you
think.
revoking his? Why not revoke the Ravagers himself? Can you do that?
Well, I can't approve it. I can only revoke those who I am personally before, but the Crown is discussing the matter.
Bureaucracy.
If it's any consolation, I hope that we can at least still do business or something. I don't know. He just puts his giant hand over his head, just...
I don't know how to address that currently.
I mean, you can still be friends. He didn't agree with the practice, so he's not the worst.
And as for your... And, well, yeah, no I didn't. My brother did, but I didn't. But they
Yeah.
like my brother more.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
Psychopaths. At least the Archivist chilled off when I ripped her heart out.
Actually, I was worried about her. We hadn't heard her in the network in forever.
Oh, yeah, she's on Heaven's Gate.
You mean the ship that is currently silent in the wreckage
Yes.
of my fleet?
Yes, that one.
That'd be my mom.
He just looks at you,
Ow,
but you're a
adopted.
machine.
Oi!
Don't start.
Vecna just pulls off his face mask. Do I look like a fucking machine?
Didn't you
No,
say
you
that
look like a zombie.
Vecno looked almost undead with bleeding eye sockets?
Yeah. Well, that was because he was being hurt by the death throes of an AI.
I know, but
Normally,
timeline-
he just looks very, pale and scarred.
timeline-wise, that death of an AI was literally 12 hours ago for Vecno.
About a day.
About a day or two.
He's cleaned most of the blood off.
He's cleaned himself up at least.
He
just-
still looks...
The
kind of
creature just kind of
fucked.
looks at you, leaning in, squinting. No.
If you still say yes, I'm gonna bite you.
No, you're not. No. You're not a machine. You're. Hell, the resemblance to the Ravager actually looks uncanny.
You fucking what?
Oh, you better not go pressing that button.
Explain.
He just chuckles. Ravager is interesting fellow. Hell, he's more augmented than even me. Actually, very similar to you, actually.
Vecna, if this turns out to be either you from the future or your evil twin, I bet I'm going to go fucking spare, I tell ye.
You know,
can't
Jericho,
handle a second
actually
Vecna.
had the exact same thought. If this turns out to be some kind of evil twin and the fucking HUS had an NHP who they tried to stick in a human body, I'm gonna scream.
Please use the reality bending with death scream. I would very much like to unexist at that point.
Yeah.
I'm just
Question.
saying that you two
Does
look
your,
similar.
Question. Does your boss man have an unnatural affinity to technology and seems to think about 1,000,000 times faster than anyone else in the room?
Yeah.
Ah, Christ, I was right.
What, is there something wrong?
You wouldn't happen to have a
Nothing.
Datascape viewer in your ThinkMate, do you?
Datascape. Yeah. I mean, I'm partially connected to the network still.
Yeah, well, prepare for an unwanted intrusion.
Wait, what?
And Ival will set up as like, wait.
For a
She-
split
she-
second, the breaker gets a view of the data version of, or the digital manifestation of Vecna's NHP form.
Yeah.
Which I will remind you is a giant multi-armed, biblically accurate abomination speared to the ground by like hundreds of golden spears with blood running out of its eyes.
What the fuck?
I am an NHP, non-human person. Close to an artificial intelligence, but not. NHPs like me sort of spontaneously generate from AIs in the wake of Metavault events or raw manifestation events, typically termed Demos events. We are Union's answer to AIs. Due to raw banning AIs, we had Union, had to develop their own form of hyper-advanced computational intelligence, let's say. And so they went with NHPs.
You
Like-
can also consider him an eldritch computer monster.
Living data, essentially.
You just like see him processing this, and he just has a look of just existential horror on his face.
As he should.
I will warn you. And, a message to the Ravager if you want to pass this information along. I feel he might like to know that he's not the only one in existence. Most Union battle groups have at least one NHP in them. The average NHP can completely disrupt and deactivate any traditional AI that comes within a few light years of it. Which is why your
Daedalus just
automated
floating
ships
above
are-
Daedalus in his little body floating above Vecna's shoulder.
Which is why your drone ships would sort of stop working or go berserk whenever they got too close to Heaven's Gate.
That explains that.
NHPs disrupt the conventional functions of AI technology.
I can
Which is
understand
quite the
why
burden.
you're fucking elder god.
Yeah. So is your boss.
Wait, what?
He's an
human.
NHP. No, he's an NHP.
He's just fucking.
I believe, like me, in a human body. Whether willingly or unwillingly, I'm not sure.
Nothing like that's happening time I talk to him. Or hell, even Datascape viewing. Nothing like that. So he's a human.
Well, you see, the fun part about that is I chose to let you see me like that. I can control how you view me on a datascape or in any real reality. Other than the physical one, obviously. But, I bet if you caught him off guard, somehow, you would see something similar to that. No idea how you would, though, considering his computational power and his reaction times alone would mean that even if you moved literally faster than time itself, you wouldn't be able to catch him off guard. But,
he has a look that just screams, this is above my fucking pay grade.
judging by your look, you've realized you're in some deep shit.
Yes.
Aye. I'm gonna leave you with the cat and the crazy German Irishman, and go back to doing what is. Yeah, I have things to do. Anyways,
Alright.
doodles. The hard light projection just kind of melts away, leaving the three of them alone in the giant garden.
The Breaker would look over to Jericho and see that his robot arm is missing. Do you need a hand?
Oh, no, Jericho got a spare one before he came on up.
Ah, okay, I
Fucking,
didn't. I probably
fucking
didn't catch that.
he-
hyper prosthetic.
He got himself a new one as he was watching the ship and spider fight.
Nice.
He also had popcorn while watching that.
Nice.
So, so you are, so, so the Breaker tries to at least make some conversation. It's very clear that he's a bit awkward.
Nice.
Does apologize a lot to Lyrell about everything.
Lyrell would look up at the Breaker as she would have flashbacks like the time they did the game night together and they won the Mall League spelling bee.
Keep in mind, the Ravagers were chill for a while before this whole fucking war broke out.
Yeah, and
but
then
that
they
was long
started
before.
genociding and committing war crimes.
Like the war broke out 800 years ago. That was a long time before Lyrell was born.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like,
But she looks at the Ravager as she thinks back at the time they spent together and his apology.
aww.
Then she steps forward and she hugs him. Granted, her head is like below his knee.
Oh,
He just pats her head.
tiny cat girl.
I have
Promise
some
me
horrible things.
that you'll never do evil things again.
I promise.
Okay, I'm talking with your boss, but he's not giving me clear answers.
I doubt he would. After a bit of time, Vector, you're now in orbit on direct course for the debris field. What are you doing?
Vector is using a lot of amplification technology to try and get a message to Eden. All while he's moving his ship to sort of maneuver above Heaven's Gate.
Can we just say that Eden picks this up, but it's like 1000% base boosted?
Completely unintelligible.
Exactly. So yeah, it gets through. It's just not
He hung up
interpretable.
on me.
Ravager had aimed to find right low.
Ravager just hung up on Lyrell. Oh my god.
I don't have time for this shit.
Oh, you will. You will.
As well, there goes about another month and a half of plot stuff.
Lamau.
Though I have to admit, it's a very creative solution.
I mean, yeah, glassing the enemy is a pretty creative solution.
I wouldn't say shooting a giant space can's creative, just instantaneous.
Unexpected.
Yeah, it's effective. It's not
Alright.
creative,
So,
but it's efficient.
Lyrell, as you're just kind of like pouting at the Ravager having hanged up on you, you get a call from the homeworld.
Lyrell would. First, she would glare at Jericho. She'd go to the security slider and maximize it. Then she'd accept the call.
They have variable security.
Miss Lyrell, is that you?
Yes, this is Captain Lyrell of the 23rd when Repair Fleet. Oh, though my fleets are missing at the moment. Are they okay? Have we heard back from them?
We've just... yes, they've arrived at the station. Around, 20 minutes ago?
Wait, the station? They're supposed to be coming here!
They're getting some repairs done first.
Oh no.
It was a very bad jump, unfortunately.
Oh no.
They'll be on their way as soon as they can. But we got a response from that message that you sent out.
Oh, okay. Wait, the button?
Yeah, the button. There's a message.
Oh, okay. Patch it through.
It's only a recording. They just sent it, and there's been no open line to communicate. It's the same coding as the button signal.
Okay.
Would you like me to patch it over?
Sure.
All right, sending it now. As a audio file is sent over to your datapad. That is all for right now. And message cuts out. What do you do?
She's gonna look at the data file, glare over it at Jericho again, hit mute on the helmet, and then play.
For Lyrel, there is only audio. Message received. Reactivation complete. Successors found. Beginning return. We will find you, successor.
Lyrel, what the fuck did you do?
I would look at the audio and was like, she'd send the Wim back a message. What are the coordinates that this signal came from?
Message back, beyond galactic plane.
What?
Lyrel would read that. Did you check the machine? Did you check the calibration of the scanner?
Just response, check 15 times before messaging you.
I was said, okie dokie. She'd be like, that is weird.
Vecna gets a bad feeling.
Vecna,
So Lyrel would
hardline
unmute her
projection.
helmet and be like, well, that's kind of disappointing.
Eh?
Oh, yeah, there was this button, and I hit it, but it seems it was just an audio recording or something.
What? What button?
Well, currently it's at the MSC. With my Lancaster and the rest of my fleet, the blink jump, it didn't work, and they got lost in some unknown place for a while, and they reappeared at their jump point.
Shit.
So now they're repairing the fleets, but nobody was lethally injured.
Lyrel, you might want to quarantine those ships and any AI systems that were on the ships.
Yeah, going near FTL can lead to some weird shit.
That sounds like a Deimos event.
They might have run into Raw.
Yeah, they might have run into Ra.
Raw checking on his cat girls. Yes, they are coming along.
Well, Lyrel would
nicely.
turn the helmet, and she'd contact her
His
first
cat
mate,
girl project.
who would have been in charge of the fleet.
Yeah?
Hi, Emily. So, I just want to make sure you're okay. Did you happen to see, like, a really, just anything of note, really, while you were trying that jump?
Yeah. While we were going through the hyperspace thing, there was a moon outside the window.
Oh no.
A moon? What moon? Now, Vecno can hear what Lyrel's saying, but he can't hear the responses.
Yeah, there was a moon outside the window, and things acted weird for a while. Then we were in the middle of nowhere, then we eventually made it back to the station.
Did you
The systems
recalibrate the displays on the monitors?
Yeah, there's a moon outside the window.
Why would there be a moon in hyperspace?
I know why.
Oh?
Oh no.
Vecna
We're
just
working
fucking-
on, well, making sure that the systems are okay. The AIs are acting weird.
Oh, I just remembered. Okay, Vecna says it's really important. Don't plug the ship AI terminal back into the main system for sync up.
Yeah.
Don't just not plug it in. Quarantine everything.
You didn't. I know protocol is to do that immediately to check for structural damages, but you didn't, right?
We haven't been able to dock. The systems are allowing us.
What do you mean you can't dock? Just fly and land.
The systems,
No.
What?
the
No,
systems are
bad
not
idea.
wanting
Bad
to-
idea.
Okay. If you can't do that, just go into the wheel and unplug the big cable.
Well, did the moon happen to look like this? Jericho just uses his arm and displays a hologram of Deimos.
Lywell takes a copy of that image and sends it over. Did the moon look like this?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the moon.
Do not, under any circumstances,
yeah.
dock. Keep
Fuck.
those ships quarantined.
I'll
Do
I'll
not
tell you right
connect them
now.
to the rest of the network.
There is one thing you can do. Say goodbye to your heinies.
Okay, so listen to me very carefully.
Yeah.
You need to connect with the rest of the fleet
No!
and then turn the fleet signal off from the rest of the REM space signal fleet.
Yes.
Then, once you do that, you need to grab the red wiggly thing in the intercom things and you need to pull it out. Then, after that, you need to grab the blue thing and turn it 75 degrees to the right, not the left.
Okay.
You will be contacted via light blinkers from the station at a later point with further instructions.
Okay.
The line would go dead as they pull out the red thing, which is the blink gate comms. Lywell's like, and then Lywell starts frantically calling other people, as well as typing on her datapad with one arm and using her mechanical arm to type on the datapad Orbi displays as she tries to coordinate a quarantine. And Lywell's like, we don't have a protocol for this!
I do.
I love the idea that this is legitimately just Rod checking up on the cat girls and not realizing that things are going to get fucked up from it.
Or just not caring. You know, he's raw.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's probably he just doesn't care. He's raw. He does whatever he wants.
Jericho just pulling out a flask, unscrewing it, and having a sip.
And I was like, okay, yes, they need to be
Well-
quarantined. No, you can't take them off the ships. I don't know, get a really long pull to do a medical exam.
Well, that's gonna be something we'll have to deal with.
I mean, yeah, you could flip a coin.
Without any context of what's going on the other line, is hilarious.
This is hilarious, yes.
Okay, so it came up heads? Well, I guess by grace of law, then it should be fine.
By grace of raw.
They just like Rose actually picked up on the religion.
Well, no, see, so that's the other thing. Currently, the REM homeworld is in a bit of turmoil because when it was announced Ra's wheel, that put their existing religion of worshipping the Great Kami into question, and the crown revoked the tax exemption from the Kami churches.
Good!
So there's
also,
a
a little bit of a note. There are some REM that follow the HUS's primary religion, which is basically worshipping Earth's original god, Gaia.
Yeah, I know they are, but the primary religion of the REM had been worshipping the Great Kami god.
What is the
and
great
now
Kami
that-
god?
Communism.
No, not that. So, in D&D, Tabaxis worship the Kami. And I just kind of took that.
Ah,
Kami with an A or Kami with an O?
A.
A.
K-A-M-I.
K.
Like a Japanese spirit, Kami.
Oh yeah, Kami.
okay.
And so things are going, and Lywell would suddenly jump back and like leap onto the ceiling.
Do you mean the Nagi Kami?
No, it's not anything specific. I just took the word.
Ah. So not the 8 million gods. Got it.
So-
Lywell would be clinging to the ceiling as she'd lower herself down. It's like, I hate it when they do that.
So after
Alright,
Okay.
well,
after a few hours,
So
the
medical experts flipped a coin, and they're pretty sure that the REM fleet personnel should be fine.
yeah, the personnel should be fine. They just can't take any technology off the ships. Or like,
They're
they'll have
gonna
to use hardline stuff.
check to make sure everything's fine and go forward based on that.
Vector just like, oh god, we gotta deal with wild NHPs.
Yeah. Fair warning, if, like, any, even a single NHP on that fleet gets into the REMS network,
Say goodbye to it.
bye-bye network. Like, you are not getting it out. At all.
The best you can do is
You
literally
cannot
destroying
get
the
that
network.
thing out of the network without destroying it, yeah.
Like, your only option is to destroy the network and hope that it doesn't jump.
Yeah. Wild NHPs are not fun.
Oh, no.
Very, very not fun. Speaking of wild NHPs, Vector's in position, and he's gonna try sending a message at Eden.
It goes to voicemail.
He's gonna send another message.
He gets transferred over to not Vector, but Jericho.
Jericho, why the
Mm,
fuck does her voicemail go to you?
I don't know.
God damn it! He's gonna try again. A third message.
This third message manages to just go to. You just hear Eden. You just hear Eden just say, "What do you want?"
I'm alive. You can calm down now. No, you're just an echo. You're just something of my mind. Alright, fuck it, we ball. Anyways,
All right,
full steam ahead!
It went to voicemail. We fucking ball.
Oh wow!
It
what
went to
convenient timing.
voicemail. Fuck
Bailey,
it,
this
we
is literally
ball.
the best time you could have hopped in.
Hello.
I might have to say
Hi,
all
Kim.
because
It went to voicemail.
I saw.
We ball.
I still have to do like my dishes and stuff before I.
Oh my god, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, holy shit! That I can taste the quality.
I can
Well-
taste the pixels.
I'm Bluetooth headphones, so
Oh,
Your
Jesus.
voice sounds pixelated. Like, it sounds like a
It is
low-res
so
image.
badly compressed.
But yeah, anyways, aboard the ship, everyone hears over the intercoms. Shh. Hello, passengers. This is your pilot for the evening speaking. Unfortunately, our original destination has not responded, so fuck it, we ball. Please brace for impact as we head to sublight speeds and prepare for ramming maneuvers. We thank you for your patience and confidence in your pilot's skills today. And please remember, head for the fucking boarding maneuvers. As Vector's ship will aim directly for like the widest part or like the center mass part of Heaven's Gate and full burn. While Vector on the bridge is going fucking ham. Just targeting just every kind of fucking targeting solution and making
Well, I
sure
well
that the ship
would
won't go off
Go
course.
over to Fuego, who I imagine is restrained.
No,
Not really.
he's just
Okay,
sitting
So
there.
yeah, she just run to the Fuego and scramble up into his arms and be like, "He's doing it again.
Is this normal?
Yes.
There's nothing normal about him."
Vector, as you are getting targeting solutions and going full burn, Heaven's Gate just starts firing everything.
All right, based.
Jericho just nonchalantly preparing for impact.
Just sitting on a rock, just like, huh, here we go.
It is you guys can like feel the acceleration as the ship gets faster and faster and
Meanwhile,
faster.
Lywell and Orby are cowering in the arms of Fuego.
as it begins as the entire ship begins to shake under the impacts of Heaven's Gate's guns.
Guns, missiles, fire batteries.
Before the main cannon of the Sucker Punch from God opens up and carves us, like just softens the entire surface of the hull.
It takes the first few shots just batter against the shield before breaking through and start battering into the hull and impact.
It's like someone's painting over the hull with a giant superheated laser.
And then impact. There's the sounds of rending metal and just tearing as the ship screeches and groans until it settles.
Oh, this is a horrible time for my stomach to act up.
Oof.
I will be back in a minute. Bathroom. It called.
I would like to imagine that is what that in-game Vecno's experiencing as he's now trying to combat the Heaven's Gate emotionally.
I think Vecna's about to get a very angry phone call in about 20 seconds.
Jesus
Very
Christ.
probably.
I can taste the pixels in your voice. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just... It's hilarious to me. I'm sorry. So, the ship eventually settles with everyone, at least for better or worse, alive. With Breacher just looking to everyone and say, "Sound off if you're alive."
Yeah,
Orby
you
would
think
make
I'd be dead from that.
Orby would make a bloop sound. Lyle would whimper.
I'm making a Atlantis reference. Sorry.
I understood it.
Oh yeah, I got it.
All right, sound off if you're still alive.
It sounds like if you're not dead.
Sound off if you're not dead. And fucking Cook. Is it Cookie? Mr. Cook, right?
Blaze
think-
go.
Yeah, it's Cookie just going for banjo speak.
No, Cookie was the doctor.
No, that was Sweet.
Yeah, Dr. Sweet.
Cookie was the cook.
Completely understood before, basically.
Oh, great. Now I feel like I'm Milo talking to the native girl. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, the old crazy
Because
dude.
I'm
I remembered
alcohol.
him. I thought he was the demolition guy.
No, that
You know, the New Yorker was the demolition guy. He was actually, I'm pretty sure, a Civil War veteran, too.
yeah.
Cookie.
Cookie was from the Civil War. The demolition guy was from New York. I'm not sure where the old lady was from. Probably ex-military as well.
General Western.
Then after that, Mole is French, if I remember correctly. No, Mole isn't French.
Yeah.
No.
He is?
I remember Mole. Mole's backstory is you don't want to know. I didn't want to know. He told me anyways, and I'm telling you, you don't want to know.
Yes.
Then, Mechanic Girl, well, her backstory was that she just wants to open a mechanic shop. And, oh god. I gotta say, I do like the entire team for that movie. That was just...
The
Well, it was
second
a good
movie was
team.
nowhere near as good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to be real. Frozen 2 is probably one of the first ones, perhaps along Toy Story 2, that actually the sequel met up with the first one. And I'm pretty sure of all the line animations, I don't think there was any sequel that performed nearly as well as the first one. Like, if you compare the animation quality between Aladdin and Aladdin 2, it's night and day.
Oh yeah.
I was really not. I saw Frozen 2 in theaters on release, and I was not much of a fan of it.
Yeah, I remember
I heard
you
from a
talking
lot of
about
people who
that.
liked it. I have one friend who is a massive Frozen fan, and he really enjoyed it.
I did not enjoy the retcons to the lore, and I didn't like the plot hole it made.
Like, legitimately, I remember I remember when you talked about watching Frozen 2 and just like, huh.
But I've honestly never seen it.
Oh god.
I'm currently in Final Fantasy 14 outside a dungeon. PB, you want to come do it with me?
Sure, fuck it. Waiting on Vector to evacuate his bowels.
I'm in the dungeon next
Okay.
Oh, Vector's back.
to Tasha.
Apologies.
5 pounds lighter, I suspect, Rice.
Well, more like half. Just a very painful pound. Whew. My stomach does not handle dairy on an empty stomach well.
Ah. Ooh.
That most likely means you are allergic or highly intolerant.
I can develop a state. I can develop lactose intolerance if I eat too much. Yeah. Only if I eat too much, though.
That's tragic. I don't know what I
Yes.
would do if I had lactose intolerance, honest to God.
Mood. That's just a mood.
So, the ship hit Heaven's Gate full speed.
Yeah.
Yes. How far did the bladed hull dig into it?
Fairly deep, around the center, give or take.
Sweet. That means it'll be effective for boarding.
Indeed. You are now, as the ship just goes quiet, both.
I was about to say that Sucker Punch from God just essentially goes dead as soon as it impacts. The only things still online are the emergency lighting and life support. There is no gravity.
It's okay.
Breaker just sitting there, floating, kind of.
My flight suit has EVA built into it. So I just start schmooving down the hall.
Nice.
I love that. I love how he came up with the word schmoovin'.
Do I feel this impact?
Yes, you do.
Am I able to see what caused it?
You can see just a giant. You can see a ship sticking out the side.
Does it look like a Hellfire ship?
Yes, it looks
Yes.
like something Vector would make.
It looks like something Vector would make. It's big and black and red and angular and loaded to the brim with guns.
Vector is going to get a phone call, and caller ID should
Oh, shit. Hey, honey, what's up?
Vector, are you
Yeah?
back in system?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you go that entire time?
The cats. They kind of kidnapped me and stuck me on a mini-mole in space.
And fucking killed them.
Yeah.
Well,
Trust me, I
wasn't
wanted
our
to,
fault.
but Jericho
It wasn't our
sent a
fault.
space shuttle.
Jericho did it.
Well, yeah, technically it was also Jericho's fault.
I am going to kill both of them.
Yeah, that's
Second
fair.
question.
Don't worry, he's on the ship with me. Where are you?
Yeah, speaking of that,
Yeah,
I
no,
was at Heaven's Gate, and some giant Hellfire motherfucker just crashed into me. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that.
Yes, that's us.
Jericho, shut the fuck up. Completely unrelated to that. Where are you? We can meet up and you can kick Jericho's ass.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
us. I
over
ordered
by my
pizza.
quarters. waiting to talk with you again later. You and I are going to be having a talk later.
In my defense, Eden didn't pick up.
Yeah, Eden didn't pick up. She didn't pick up for me either. My response wasn't kamikaze into the ship.
My response is, I don't have any drop ships that would be able to survive sustained fire from Heaven's Gate, so I had to use the ship.
I literally didn't get shot at. I think that might be a skill issue.
I will
Technically, it's
just
not
hits the
kamikaze if we
playback
don't die.
message on
Okay,
and plays
your
back
ship
exactly what
has-
Vecno had said over comms when he said, "Fuck it, we ball."
It went to voicemail. Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Okay, listen! It went to voicemail. And I don't have any ships that have Union IFFs.
She went to... First off, you should have those. And second, she went to the devastating panic because you disappeared. And I have been trying to work to get through to her, and your first response is to crash into her.
It gets her attention.
Yeah, I believe that's called aggressive attention. If you want to get written out of existence, be my guest.
I mean, she can
Actually,
try.
don't, because I want you here.
She can try to write me out of existence. It won't work.
Yeah, not to go and, be too mean to you, but if I had to pick between 5 to 6 and 10, I'm going to go first.
What?
This is a
I'm sorry. It
this-
might be the, cascade and
this
interference,
is the
but I
canonical
barely hear you.
This is canonically how Lae'zel, not Lae'zel, but Haran sounds in the game over the comms.
It might be cascade interference, but I can barely hear you.
James has been getting in my comms. Get to my quarters, and we can go and knock on Eden's door.
Alright, cool.
And we're still having that talk.
Come on, Jericho. Lyrel, bring the breacher.
Right, come on, let's
I
go
don't
save
want
mommy,
to leave
dearest.
him alone on my ship during a cascade event.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Lyrel would take the Bleach's hand and then reach into her little side pouch container and pull out her block cutter knife.
I am,
Then she'd
doing
turn the setting to max and hand it to the Bleacher.
What is this for?
He now basically has a plasma short sword. It's a great sword by Rem standards.
He just looks at it and he looks at the this literally looks like like those comically small toy knives.
Well, yes, that's the handle, but it has an energy blade like a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's how it looks in his hand. It looks like a comically short, like a comically small knife. Because this
Hey,
man is
you know-
gigantic.
A skiv can kill a person, okay?
He just looks to this, grabs one of his axes or hammers. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I
this
thought
works
Vecno
better.
had taken those.
No, he still
No.
has them.
Vector got very upset when he tried to leave them behind because he will not let people litter on his ship. God damn it!
Alright. So he will follow you as you all move through the ship and enter the boarding area. What do you do at the boarding area?
All right. So, general advice:
Don't add to the
Don't wander off.
population. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population.
don't add to the population. Don't subtract to the population. Ignore everything unless it is physical. Then, fucking shoot it. Anything you
Oh, yeah,
see can and will kill you. So, be aware of that. And
Actually,
not to interfere
don't
too
just go and shoot everything. There's going to be a bunch of pod things around. That's the crew in there. Don't shoot those.
okay, shoot the bugs. Don't shoot the pods. Those are the crew. If you shoot those, I'll skin you myself.
There shouldn't be any bugs left. Spiders are back.
I don't know. I smelled bug.
Oh,
That
remember
might be
those,
fried.
super evil? Remember those old super evil bugs that messed with Union 700 years ago and everything and all that jazz?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
put
they're
it
more
put
like,
it as
but-
extinct?
Yeah, Eden unextincted them for a bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right, combat Combat mode, prepared.
I think they're gone, but be careful.
I don't have
Yeah.
a combat mode.
Lyrel shakenly holding a pistol.
Well, actually, no. If she does she pull out her weapons?
You can if you want.
Okay. If I'm just asking, because did she?
That's up to you.
Well, then she wouldn't have pulled them out yet.
Alright. Opening the breaching door would lead you into one of these hallways. Lights on and quiet. It's eerily quiet. What do you do?
Ah. Ominous. Perfect horror environment. Okay, don't split up.
Obviously not. Fair warning, out of like character and stuff, I may have to go because my girlfriend is having a panic attack.
Oh shit.
She
Mm.
won't fucking tell me what's wrong.
If you want, we can hold it for today.
Yeah, I might be able to continue later, but like, I don't fucking know. She won't tell me what's wrong, and I don't.
Yeah, that kind of takes a bit of precedent.
Yeah.
We'll put a pause on the session for right now. If we can't complete today, that is fine. Is that okay with everyone?
Yep.
Oh, Christ.
Hun, it's better that you take care of personal matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right.
Yep.
So for today, we'll just put it on pause.
So, I'm in a dungeon in Final Fantasy, and as the